Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you all here, up so early yet again. And today I'm going to talk about the Cabo Verde. That's some gentleman asked me what the real pronunciation is. Well, it really depends on where you are. And as Jasmine gave the introduction this morning, she described how the language is essentially Portuguese, but then there's a Cape Verdean Creole because it's mixed with some African words and their own local dialect, so that I'm going to play a little more of the music, which is in a sort of a Portuguese, but really the heart of their culture is the Creole culture. And I imagine some of you might have crossed these islands before. They're really on the way either north, south, east, or west, but nowadays they're trying to have more people just come to the Cape Verdes just for the pleasure of those islands. And I'll show you a bit of it, though. Of course, like anywhere else, you have to see it for yourself. They don't really get that many visitors, so that's why they're particularly happy to see us. I don't think they get any cruise ships, except for maybe Seabourn. And I used to work with Lindblad, chartering various vessels, and we would stop here on the way from Antarctica to the Arctic. So we need a little tropical break, and this was an easy harbor to stop by. But I'll show you a little bit of the history, especially because Jasmine talked about the sites that you'll see if you go out on the tour. And especially in tomorrow in Mindelo, that's really the cultural heart of all of the islands. And I myself am going to go to the music stores, which is the most famous export now of all of the islands. So this is actually the harbor of Mindelo, and we will be coming in there first thing in the morning and traveling around. Now, all of the islands, there are 10 major islands, which are 570 kilometers off of the coast of West Africa. It's over 360 sea miles. So these are really islands apart from Africa, though culturally they are a mix of Portuguese and African culture. And this is São Vicente. That's our first port. Oops, sorry, right there. That's São Vicente. Then we're going down to Praia, the capital of the islands. This is Mount Fogo. I think here's the names on the chart. And they're describe themselves as the Ilha de Barlavento or Ilha de Sotavento, which really means the stronger winds or the lesser winds, sort of like the Windward Islands and the Leeward Islands you get in the Caribbean. And again, they have the northeast trades coming, so there's a windward side to these islands, and then the major harbors are always on the south side or sheltered from the regular winds and waves of the ocean. Though you can appreciate how suddenly this weather is cleared and the seas are calmer, we are getting into the tropical zone. And as we get toward the equator, we'll actually have no winds and a very, very little swell. And that was what I described the other day as the doldrums, which was the problem for sail vessels. Now, the Cape Verde Islands are actually named after this Cabo Verde, or as it's seen on the maps, Cape Verde.